we here? Are we alive? Are ye here? Am I here? Are we actually here? Is Elden Ring here? Let's get some game audio. Oh, just give it a moment. The music will play in a bit. But until then, hello everybody. Good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you're on the world. Hi, Lumi here, and welcome back to Elden Ring. Yeah, more Elden Ring tonight, as per usual. Last time we wrapped up everything that we had to do in Caelid, and we are now on to the next major region of the game, the Altus Plateau, which neighbors both Mount Gelmir and also Leyndell, the royal capital. Now, we're not going to be going to Mount Gelmir or the royal capital anytime soon, but there are a bunch of NPC questline things to do here in this kind of central area of the Altus Plateau, and so we're going to be doing that, and that's pretty much it for stream. And once we're done with like all of that stuff in general, we will move on to Nokron, the Eternal City, in order to continue Ronnie's and Blythe's and Iggy's and all of their quest lines. Welcome into stream, everyone. Hope you're all doing alright. It's lovely to see you all around. Hello to my amazing partner and wife, Moon. Hello, Felix, and hello, Decaf Leon. And of course, hello to any lurkers, VOD watchers. Hope you're all having a good one. Now, I'm just going to preface this stream. I'm just going to be fully honest with everyone. If you aren't following me on Blue Sky, or you're in my Discord server, or you don't even know who I am and you're just clicked on this random VOD on YouTube, as of this stream, this current date, I had a pretty bad day. I'll just be honest. I had a really rough day mentally. I'm feeling a little bit better now. I'm not quite at my 100%, I would say. I would say I'm kind of around like 80 or 90%. So we're going to be taking things extra slow in this stream. We're just going to be chilling. We're going to be just enjoying the world of Elden Ring. And if for some reason I get really annoyed or aggravated or whatever, then I am perfectly willing to cut this stream shorter and just make this a shorter Elden Ring stream. Thank you to everyone who has like reached out to me and been kind to me and, you know, provided words of support and all that. I really do appreciate it. But yes, I'd like to focus on just playing some Elden Ring, because Elden Ring makes me happy, and I want to do that. I was supposed to be here before Leyndell. Oops. Kind of. In terms of level progression, it's the exact same level as Caelid. So technically, like, you can do this either before or anytime after Caelid. But yeah, in terms of level progression, I think most people do Caelid and then they do like the underground map stuff, and then they go to Altus Plateau, and that makes sense. It's just like, I'm going according to level progression, according to NPC questline progression, and so basically, I'm doing Altus Plateau right now. But yeah, welcome into stream, everyone. Lovely to see you all around. Thank you so much for stopping by, Decaf Leon, and let's boot up our save file and continue our journey. And we're going to load in here at the Altus Plateau, which is a very beautiful place. And we can see the Erd Tree right there. And the royal capital itself is right there. And there's the mountains over this way to the west. Or like northwest-ish, yeah. Next goal is get the halves of the key, take the lift, and explore this area. Yeah! You can get up to here through the dungeon here. We've already done this dungeon with the magma worm as the boss. But yeah, the Grand Lift of Dectus is another way of getting up here to the Altus Plateau. And so this section of the map here, this is basically what we're exploring. We're not going anymore over to the east, and we're not going anymore over to the west. Just the central area. You're not ringing the elders? I am. Hi, Selin. It's lovely to see you around. Hope you're doing alright. When it says beautiful, but also a bit eerie and off is the feeling I get. Oh, absolutely. You know, like this is the realm of the Erd Tree, you know, in a state of decay and ruin. It's very royal, very regal, but definitely past its prime. Praise the love. So, you might think that we're going to start by immediately just exploring, but we're not going to do that because, according to my NPC questline little checklist guide, as soon as you arrive in the Altus Plateau, you actually want to go back to the Roundtable Hold because everyone will have some new interactions there. So we want to go and do that first. Right now, specifically, I am sick, which is why I have time to be on Twitch, but I'm resting, recovering, I will be better soon. Yeah, I'm glad to hear it, Selen. I'm glad to hear that, yeah, generally you're doing great, and just because you're sick, you know, doesn't mean it's the end of the world. It will pass, and you will feel better. So we're going to the Roundtable Hold, and yes, we're going to go around and talk to everyone, because everyone should have some new dialogue and interactions, especially Korhin and Thea, I believe. And I think there's a new NPC that actually shows up here at the Roundtable Hold. So let's just go and talk to everyone.
Ah, I had been waiting for your return. I've decided to leave the Roundtable Hold after all. As I mentioned, I'm off in search of the noble gold mask. We may not meet again for some time. If there's any incantations you wish to learn, now's the moment. May the Golden Order shine through you. Further study of incantations, is it? I can happily spare the time and applaud your enthusiasm. May the Golden Order shine through you.
Alright, so I think that's everything for him for now.
Further study of incantations. I can happily. May the Golden Order.
Alright, now we're gonna talk to D.
Ah, hello there. What can I do for you?
No, D does not have any new dialogue. Let's talk to Gideon. I think Gideon should have some new stuff.
Journey to the capital, Leyndell, to the east of the Altus Plateau, at the foot of the Erd Tree. The Two Fingers will deny your passage no longer. You may be our best hope. Find your way to the Elden Ring.
No, okay, you have the exact same dialogue as before, although about the secret medallions, is this new? I'll have to say.
Find the Albinoric woman. She hides in a cave to the west of the Laskia ruins, which jut from the mist-shrouded lake of Liurnia. She knows the location of the medallion's counterpart, I'm sure.
Yeah, well, we found both of the medallions, actually, Gideon, so, bye. Alright. Oh, yeah, it seems like that room is open now, so we'll go to that room last. Because, yes, there will be a new NPC here at the Roundtable Hold, as far as I remember. But yeah, Rogier's just completely gone now. Yes, I am playing as myself. I do it for every FromSoft game. Everyone with the classic paladin type build. Princess, I guess since we're so close now, we have the same amount of info and context. This isn't really a spoiler, but the Erd Tree itself has an uncanny feeling, like it's not really supposed to be there, it doesn't belong to me. Yeah, because, I mean, we do know that the Erd Tree wasn't originally here to begin with, right? Because we've heard multiple times of, oh, the age before the Erd Tree with the ancient dragons and everything. It's very similar to, like, the Age of Ancients in Dark Souls before the First Flame came into being and the gods claimed the souls from the First Flame. Very similar to that. Where, yeah, the Erd Tree came into being at some point in time, but it wasn't there originally. Alright. Let's talk to Roderica.
Greetings. Are you here for spirit tuning?
There's something you should know.
I need to warn you about something. A little while ago, someone started lurking in the wing on the opposite side of the round table. And I can hear, from all the way over there. The howling and wailing of spirits in fear of a curse. I can even hear the repulsive twisted malice in itself. A plethora of spirits in an unceasing cacophony. I can't even imagine. How much suffering inflicted to who knows how many souls. Not even the grafting caused anything like this to happen. You should keep your distance. I know you're strong, but please. I can hear it from across the wing, past the round table. The howling and wailing of spirits in fear of the curse. I can even hear the repulsive twisted malice in itself. You should keep your distance. I know you're strong, but please.
Okay, and then that's just, yeah, repeating dialogue there.
I hear it from across the wing, past the howling and wailing of spirits in fear of the curse. You should keep your... I know you...
Alright, what about Hugh?
Well, where have you been hiding? I took you for dead. No matter, it's all the same. Lay out your arms, then.
Okay, no, he doesn't have new dialogue. Can we even do a weapon upgrade while we're here? Yes, we can actually get our Knight's Greatsword to plus 16, so might as well do that while we're here. And I decided I'm not gonna use the Flamberge because my arcane stat is non-existent, so, like, bleed is not really something that I can consistently rely on. I am going to get the Nagakiba in the Altus Plateau, and I will be using it, but not for its bleed damage, mostly just because it's a really big sword, so it has lots of cool range. Alright. And I know for certain that Fia has some new dialogue.
I am pleased to see you again. Would you like me to hold you once more? Now, come closer.
And we'll have the option to talk in private with her once she says her lines here.
You are so very warm.
May I ask a favor?
My dear, might I ask something of you? Could you please find the owner of this dagger and return it to them?
The weathered dagger.
A certain person gave it to me as a gift. It's a very precious thing. It must have a special place in the owner's heart. So I would like for the original owner to have it back, if you wouldn't mind.
About the dagger.
I'd like you to find the owner of the dagger I gave you and return it to them. It's a very precious thing. It must have a special place in the owner's heart.
Alright, that's everything.
Then good day to you, my dear.
Alright, and I'm gonna quickly use the Baldachin's Blessing, because I don't really want the health debuff. Alright, let's actually look at the item that she gave us. The Weathered Dagger. Dagger received from Fia, the deathbed companion. She wishes for it to be returned to its rightful owner. It was once a special weapon of gold and silver intertwined, but is now worn down and marred by a black gash. Well, if you think about it, I mean, I already know who we're gonna give this to, but D has armor that is gold and silver intertwined, so yes, we're gonna go and give this to D now, which is why I checked him for new dialogue. So yes, we give this to D, and he'll have some new dialogue. And then after that, we will probably investigate the new room that's open, because yes, there's a new character who has arrived at the Round Table Holder, has been here the whole time that we've never been able to talk to, from what I understand. Say hi to Selen for me. She's my dear friend. Oh yeah, so we are doing her quest line. We will be doing more stuff with her later on. Her quest line doesn't really start until a little bit later into the game, though. Certainly she has interactions before then, especially with Celavus and whatnot, but yeah, her quest line doesn't really begin for real until much later into the game. But she's cool. She took me as her pupil even though I only have 9 intelligence, which is not smart enough to use any sorceries at all. Alright. Gold and silver intertwined, is now worn down and marred by a black gash. Alright, let's hand this over to D now.
Did you need something else?
Give the weather dagger.
Well, what have we here? How did you get your hands on that dagger? Well, that hardly matters. I know very well whose dagger it is. Why don't I return it to them for you? Good work bringing this to me. Did you need something else?
Yeah, so we do know that D has a twin brother who is in the underground part of the map. I wonder if we can just tell Fia that we've done this now.
I am pleased to see you again. Would you like me to hold you once more? Now, come.
Alright. She's smart enough to know the level up system exactly. Yeah, we'll see if she has new dialogue now that we've given the dagger.
You ask. Then good day to you.
Okay, no, she does not. There is a mention of needing to reload the area, which I'll double check once I can stand up and use the Baldachin's Blessing. Thankfully, questlines aren't as super restrictive in Elden Ring, but I still want to make sure that I'm following this exactly word for word. Speak to everybody in the roundtable hold, ending with D and a new character. Reload the area, go to the newly opened room past Hugh. Okay, so yes, we need to go and talk to the new character now. Which, I mean, I do see their name here. It's part of the NPC questline guide, Dung Eater, which we did hear about the loathsome Dung Eater during the intro of the game. Because the intro of the game just, you know, told you about all the different Tarnished who were at the Round Table Hold. So yes, we are meeting Dung Eater now. That's literally his name. And it's through here. Bump sword ahead. Raise the message, then try door.
Have you ever felt the curse? With your whole being, the pox upon life itself, feared and despised by all. The reviled blessing. Apparently not. You are but a lamb, a stranger to defilement, ignorant of your own ignorance. You no longer interest me. I've been long without peace. Don't spoil my quietude. I asked you not to disturb me. Be thankful of the hold serenity. It is all that keeps your death and defilement at bay. I asked you not to be thankful of the hold serenity. It is all that keeps your
Right, okay. Ah, dung. Let there be dung. Oh, yeah, there's just all these rotted and decayed bodies here. That's terrible. No, I'm not familiar with this curse that you've supposedly been afflicted by. I wonder if it's the, like, the Omen curse? Because they do seem to have, like, those little, almost mushroomy things on them. That's what I think, anyway.
I asked you not to be thankful of that. It is all that keeps...
Alright. I'll go talk to Roderica and see if she acknowledges the fact that I actually went and spoke with Dung Eater. Otherwise, yes, we will reload the area.
Greetings, are you here for spirit?
Something you should know. I think it'll just be the same dialogue.
I can hear it from across the wing, the howling and wailing of spirits in fear of the curse. You should keep your... I know you...
Alright, let's reload the round table hold now. So we can just do that by fast traveling back to the round table hold. And there will be a new room that is open past Hugh, and you can see that Corhin has moved now. But he's in the Altus Plateau, right next to where you get the map, so we'll be seeing him, like, very shortly. Didn't expect tree. Oh. What the fuck? Didn't expect death. So lonely. Thea?
Finally, it is returned to its rightful place. The stolen Hallowbrand of the exalted noble. And now, I must bid you goodbye as well, though I ask you deliver this message to the Round Table Hold. I am Via, deathbed companion, hark Round Table. Disturb not the death of Godwyn, the exalted. We who humbly live in death, live in waiting, to one day welcome our Lord. What right does anyone have to object? Our Lord will rise, the Lord of the many and the meek.
D's bell-bearing. Twinned helm, twinned armor, twinned gauntlets, twinned greaves. Yep. Okay. Well, yeah, that's the end of his quest line. And... okay, Sophia is one of those who live in death. And we do know that, yes, there is this, like, almost obsession with Godwyn being kind of their leader, I guess, of those who live in death. She mentioned having one of the Hallowbrands. So yeah, this is one big plot to, I guess, make Godwyn their leader, essentially, of those who live in death. Well, it's a little bit fucked up, but I do need to read the item descriptions of these things. Twinned Greaves. Greaves depicting entwined twins of gold and silver. They are known as the two known as D are inseparable twins. They are of two bodies and two minds, but one single soul. Not once do they stand together. Not one word do they speak to one another. Perhaps this armor longs to find its way to the other D. And it's the exact same description here. Yeah, we do know about the D twins, and we're gonna find the other twin later. I think, like, kind of around the part of the game where we're doing Nokron. Okay. I'm just reading the description again, because there's a lot of stuff to process right now. This is like a lot of lore being dumped on me all at once. They're inseparable twins. Two bodies, two minds, but one single soul. Right. Alright. And then D's bell-bearing. D's bell-bearing found upon his perished flesh. Offer to the twin maiden husks at the Round Table Hold to gain access to new items. Alright. Is anyone going to mention that Fia has just left the Round Table Hold? And D is dead now. Is anyone going to mention this?
Well, I took you for dead. No matter. Lay out your arm.
No. No one's going to acknowledge it.
Greetings. Are you here for...
Yeah, that's unfortunate. What about Enya? I doubt you have anything. No. That's everything that we need to do in the round table hold for now. No, D's gone. Hey, Gideon, you want to talk?
Journey to the
No, you
capital,
don't. Okay.
Lendel. To the east of the Altus Plateau. The two fingers you may be out.
Alright, let's hand over that bell bearing. So basically we can buy the incantations that that D was selling. Which I can't use either of these because they require intelligence. The Golden Order stuff relies on intelligence and faith, so we can't do it. Right, what about Dung Eater? Does Dung Eater have any new dialogue? Also, interesting that Dung Eater is just completely red here, as if he's like an invader.
I asked you not to disturb me. Be thankful of the whole. It is all that keeps you.
Well then. That was quite the eventful trip to the Round Table Halls. I guess we'll be back here in another 20 hours when we need to do more Round Table Hold interactions, or just like upgrading things. Right, let's go to the Altus Plateau. And now we are going to go and visit Korhin as our next job. But before then I want to catch up on chat. Sorry, just like I'm locked in on understanding the story and lore at the moment. Moon says that my interpretation is the Erd tree itself parallels the first flame, where it messes with the natural order, and like the Elden Ring was there to try and duct tape the issue, something that benefits mankind at first but really screws things up later, or at least linking the first flame distorted space and time, and the shattering did similar harms. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of things that feel kind of familiar to Dark Souls lore. But we're back here. When she said it belongs to his heart, she meant it. Oh god, yeah, she did. And no more Fia. She is not going to hold us anymore. But her questline is not over. Spoiler alert, her questline continues. Alright, I guess let's go to where we got the map, which was... Where did we get the map again? We got it like around here-ish. Yeah, I think if you're doing all NPC questlines like I am, I'd recommend just stepping into the Altus Plateau and then immediately going back to the Round Table Hold to do things. And then come back. Because I have to remember where the map was. But yeah, we can actually explore now. You know what, let's just explore for now. Like, ultimately our objective is getting to the map, but we can do whatever before then. Wait, I just want to hit them. Thank you, jump attacks. Oh yeah, got him. Right, there is a body to loot here. It has a stone sword key. We take those. And then we're just gonna look for chests and whatnot. There's a lot of misbegottens around here. Ruin. Yes, of course. We are the ones causing the ruin. Oh, but trust me, we're the good guys. We're gonna go and fix the Elden Ring. That means our genocide is justified. Alright, that looks to be everything in this camp. There is an Everjail. We can go and do this. Because our secondary goal, in addition to all NPC questline stuff, is all bosses. And we already fought one of the Knights Riders up here in the Altus Plateau. I'm gonna assume that there's more of them, because that's very much a boss that they like to copy and paste around a whole bunch. How do we get down there? Gonna have to figure out a safe way down. But yeah, how do we feel about Fia now? I mean, I think she's kind of based. Because those who live in death do have rights, it's true. Like, I genuinely believe that. I know I'm playing a Golden Order Paladin, and that means that, you know, like, I will slay all of the undead and whatnot, but I don't know, I think defending a minority is kind of peak, actually. Just because I'm role-playing as a racist paladin doesn't actually mean that I am that. And besides, you know, like, I could have a character arc of, like, realizing, like, oh, the Golden Order is incredibly flawed. I like her more after that. Yeah! So she's plotting to... I don't think it's necessarily, like, revive Godwyn, because, like, Godwyn is dead and, like, his decaying body is, like, spread throughout the lands between, and it's caused Deathroot to be a thing. I think she's trying to basically revive Godwyn in a way. Or at least make him, like, sentient again. Everjail ahead? Yeah. Oh, Golden Roa. That is a completely new material. How about we just do the Everjail boss and then we can bulk read item descriptions? That way we don't have to constantly stop every 2 seconds to read something. Thank goodness for the recently picked up items menu. It makes it so much easier for me to just, like, get all of the lore all at once. Ah, this one needs a stone sword key. Golden Lineage Everjail. Enemy ahead. Right? Okay, who are we fighting? Considering it's called Golden Lineage, let's see. Oh! Godfroy the Grafted. So we have Godric, Godwyn, Godfrey, and Godfroy now? Who's Godfroy? I'm guessing, like, one of Godric's children. But yeah, it's just the Godric fight again. Ow. These projectiles always get me. I don't actually know what he's weak to, but we'll just do lightning armament anyway. Sorry, I just needed a bit of a warm-up. Now I'm ready to go on the offensive. Well, after dodging the combos and finding my attack opportunities. Except I keep rolling into everything. I should just bait out his attack so he charges at you. Like this one. There we go. We can do a charge heavy now. Also, jump light is a lot safer if you're not sure, like, if you'll be able to recover in time. I've been trying to use jump lights a lot more recently. Yeah, I really wanted to jump over that attack there. I am rusty, but that's okay. Because we're very much over-leveled, so... Bow before me! So you jump over that, and then you get a big punish for it. There we go. Godfrey icon. Hopefully there's like a grace that will spawn in here. No. Okay. Well, I don't think any of these enemies attack you, so... Should be safe to look at item descriptions now. Let's see. Godfrey icon. A legendary talisman depicting the Elden Lord Godfrey. Raises charge attack power of sorceries, incantations, and skills. Godfrey was a ferocious warrior. When he vowed to become a lord, he took the beast regent Serosh upon his back to suppress the ceaseless lust for battle that raged within. Oh yeah, there's like a lion there, basically. Yeah, on the talisman, it's like gripping into him. Alright, well, I do actually quite like this talisman, and I will definitely be using it once we get Ordovis's Greatsword, because it will power up the skill of that. But for now, we're not going to use it. But still, nice to get some extra lore there on Godfrey. Alright, and then Golden Roa? A Roa fruit tinted with gold, material used for crafting items, easily found near the Erd tree. I wonder what we can actually make with it. Probably have to look through all of my recipes. Also, welcome into stream, Tiptoe. It's lovely to see you around. Tiptoe's saying, I read somewhere that Souls bosses are like rhythm games. I've never been good at rhythm games. Moon says, can also apply to Monster Hunter, any slower action games that make getting hit fairly punishing. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, there's a little bit of a rhythm to Souls games, but I wouldn't describe it quite like a rhythm game. I mean, I guess, no, there is a bit of a rhythm to dodging certain attacks. No, I can kind of see it, but to me it feels like it's more like you're reading telegraphs and just timing it from there. Okay, yeah, no, the more that I think about it, yeah, no, the more that kind of works as a comparison. Never mind, just ignore me, I'm silly. Thank you, Goblin. Thank you for the patties. Hope you're doing alright. We just defeated Godfroy the Grafted. We got Godric at home. Alright. Let me pull up my map. I guess we can just keep exploring up this way now. Yeah, our goal for the moment is to meet Orhin at his new location and continue his questline. Oh god, not the Revenants. But we might as well do every single boss here in this section of the Altus Plateau as well before we move on to Nokron. And also, I'm gonna grab all the Golden Roa here. We just cleared this camp, didn't we? Or... Nope, I'm considered to be in combat. That's an Elden Ring special. You're always in combat. Yeah, this looks like to be a Royal Knight camp. Ah, I see. What do we have here? The Great Shield Talisman. Another one. Let's take a look. Talisman depicting a knight holding a great shield. Boosts guarding ability. The Knights of Lanedell once modeled themselves after the Tree Sentinels. Their purpose is to protect that which deserves protection, and thus the shield always comes before the sword. Okay. That makes sense to me. What does this message say? Like, talisman ahead? Pathetic sword item ahead. You're calling me a pathetic sword? Wow. So rude player messages. Why are there bloodstains here? It seems as if there's no enemies around, but maybe not? Oh, another chest. Oh! No, I see now. There's a ballista. Here's where all the soldiers are. Hey, look! I'm dressed up as a Lanedell Knight as well. That means I'm your friend. More like was their friend. I'm really upset that the lore for why the soldiers attack you in this game is just, oh, they went mad for like, from living for too long. It's like they established at the start of the game that, like, Godric's soldiers were, like, hunting down Tarnish to, like, prevent them from, you know, taking his great rune. But then it's like, nope, they all just went crazy. It's like, it's just hollowing again. And I guess it's the exact same case for the Lanedell soldiers. They just went mad. Troll's Golden Sword? Oh yeah, baby. I do actually like this weapon. Sword given to the lesser giants who fought for the Erd Tree during the war against the giants long ago. Though they have lost their minds, they stay inseparable from their swords that are in sad shape, such that the gold plating had flaked away. And the skill is Troll's Roar. Look into the distance and let out an intense roar, generating a powerful shockwave that blows back surrounding foes. Follow up with a strong attack to slam the armament down. And yes, we can wield this. It is a colossal sword, with equal scaling in both strength and dex at base and higher strength requirements. I mean, yeah, there's some extra lore, and just as I was mentioning, like, gosh, it's so lame that, like, everything attacks you in this game because they all went mad. You know, it's basically just the same reasons as in Dark Souls. This item description yet again proves me correct. That yes, the trolls just went mad. But, yeah, interesting. So trolls are referred to as lesser giants. And then, yeah, they helped fight for the Erd Tree to defeat the giant giants. Interesting. Alright, let's keep looking around this camp, see what else we can find. More soldiers. I suppose we can dispatch them. Oh right, and there was a golden seed that I didn't grab before because I was like, well, we'll save it for when we actually explore the Altus Plateau, and that would be now. Where's the Elden Ring? Exactly. There we go, that's another golden seed. That is a flask upgrade material, which once we collect a certain amount of, we can essentially upgrade how many flasks we have. Right now we have 11 on us, and you can set the ratio of healing to FP restoration flasks. So right now I have 11, but I've set it to a ratio of 10 healing flasks and 1 cerulean flask. Tree Gazing Hill. It sure is. I think, yeah, Korhin would be around here-ish, I think. Oh, there's a... Oh, that's Millicent there. Yeah, we're not gonna do her stuff just yet, I don't think. I want to do things in my special linear order. But yes, Millicent's questline does continue here. That's also part of the reason why we are here and not at Nokron at the moment. Not that doing Nokron would, like, fail her questline or anything. It's just, like... I'd like to continue it now. Oh. And also, it's cool to get, like, a taste of a new region before we go explore the underground thoroughly. We appreciate more warming stones. Yeah, it's just a massive encampment here. So I'm assuming that, yep, there's gonna be more loot to get. Look at me getting comfortable with horseback combat. Pretty much you just have to act as if your moves have massive delay on horseback, because they do. I'm just thinking it'd be cool if the knights didn't, like, immediately attack you if you were wearing their armor. Lanedell Soldier Helm. Hell yeah. I could be a generic soldier if I want to. Sacrificial Twig. Yeah, why is it always dung? No item ahead, essentially, yeah. Sacrificial Twigs are handy. I just don't use them. I never use the rare Ring of Sacrifice in Dark Souls. I'm like, no, I want to hoard it. If I lose my souls, then so be it. Same thing applies here. If I lose my runes, then so be it. Alright, we got everything down there. We got everything up here, it looks like. Seems like we're done with the encampment. I really, really like these. They're cool. Oh wait, no, there's a mad pumpkin head here. Yeah, I knew that there was something I missed. I wasn't sure what, but I found it. Good old giant hunt. Nothing beats giant hunt. Some fan daggers. Any loot ahead? Oh. Ah, house. Yeah, it is a house. Besides, if I miss anything that I want to backtrack for, I can always look it up. That seems to basically be everything here. Yeah, by far this might be my favorite region. Because it's autism. You know, autism. I'm just gonna look around one more time, just being extra thorough. Don't mind me. Because I can tend to overlook things that are quite obvious sometimes. Well, we got everything. So let's look at the Lanedell Soldier Helm. Helm worn by soldiers sworn to defend the royal capital of Lanedell. Made from durable iron, layered with a chainmail coif beneath. Yeah, we love chainmail. Unfortunately, I've never really liked how chainmail stuff looks in Souls games. Like the full chainmail outfit, so I like it when my armor has a bit of chainmail in it, like this one does. Turtleneck meat. Likely dog. Why is it always dog? Dog ahead. There's a bunch of omens here? Yeah, I believe these are called omens. And it looks like they have a similar affliction to what Dung Eater has. And expect Pauper. Look, it's dog. There we go, we just backstabbed them to death, that's pretty much it. Jump attacks, charge heavies, you know, just your usual stuff. Time for campsite. Precious item ahead. Perfume bottle, yeah it is! That's the second one that we've obtained. If I really wanted to do, like, perfuming as a thing. The leaves get so pretty in autism. They do! There's another golden seed here. And there's a grace here. So yeah, the map that we're looking for, which we've already obtained, it's just that Korhin moves to the map. Probably to make sure that people don't miss him. Aristocrat garb, row of fruit. Like, they do a pretty good job at putting NPCs in spots where you typically would expect to find them. So that goes to the royal capital. We're not going this way. We are not ready for the capital. And if we do go to the capital, I think... I don't know if it will mess up any NPC quest lines, but we're gonna err on the side of caution and not go there. I will deal with these knights, though. Because free runes. And I would like it if they drop their shield. Old Fang. First off, parrying. Tree ahead. So lonely. Knight required head, so to speak, seek Scarab. Okay. We could rest until nighttime if there's a night boss here. Heavy fat girl, full, no autistic girl, autumn. Exactly. Moon gets it. This might just be for the Knight Rider that... Oh, wait, I see there's the Scarab there. Earthshaker. Okay. Let's just throw lightning spears at... Actually, no, let's not throw lightning spears. Let's, use the heretical flame of frenzy. Look at them burn. There we go. Attacking! Look carefully! Defeating one by one ahead, therefore let there be attacking. Exactly. Alright, Ash of War Earthshaker. This Ash of War grants an armament the heavy affinity and the following skill. Earthshaker. Thrust armament into the ground, then gather strength to unleash an earth-shaking shockwave. Follow up with a strong attack to swing the armament in a sweeping strike. Usable on great axes, great hammers, great spears, and colossal weapons. So not really for us. Alright. Wait, Bach the Seamster? Wait. Bach, you're here? Well, I'll talk to Bach. Hey, Bach. Lovely to see you.
Bok the Seamster, at your service, master. Ready to make adjustments to your garments.
Alright. We just do the same thing. Oh, wait, actually, you can remove the... like, the red cape-ish parts of this helmet. Actually, that would be nice. I would appreciate that, Bach. Can you do that for me? Thank you.
Oh, going so soon? Please do be safe on your journeys. Bok the Seamster, at your service. Ready to make a Oh, please.
What does the message say here? Beautiful required ahead. You're beautiful. Alright. So one thing that we do need to do for Bach's questline is we do need to acquire a legendary piece of armor for him to alter. So probably we'll just like buy like Radahn's chest piece or something at the Round Table Halls. But we don't have to do that right now. There's no like actual deadline for it. I'll just do it when it's like recommended that I do it. But I believe the map is up here? Yeah, we obtained it over here. We're gonna go speak to Corhin. There you are. Lovely to see you again.
Ah, look who we have here. How delightful to meet a familiar face, even after departing the Round Table Hold. I've been doing some learning of my own since then, actually, and will happily pass it along to you.
Alright, about the Noble Gold Mask.
I'm yet to find the noble gold mask. I suppose he'll be closer to the Erd tree. The path ahead might be perilous, but tread it I shall. Since departing the Round Table Hold, I've come to understand, in my solitude, how little it is I truly know.
We'll just repeat the dialogue.
I'm yet to find the noble gold mask. I suppose he'll be closer to the Erd tree. The path ahead might be perilous, but tread it I shall. Since departing the Round Table Hold, I've come to understand, in my solitude, how little it is I truly know.
Alright, and so yes, apparently he offers new incantations. I think Great Heal is new. Obviously, we've bought all of these ones. Honed Bolt is not new. Rejection isn't new. Lightning Fortification isn't new. Or any of these. These aren't new, I don't believe. I believe it's just Great Heal that's new. Superior Incantation of the Two Fingers Faithful. Greatly heals HP for caster and nearby allies. Hold to continue praying and delay activation. The Two Fingers has high hopes for the Tarnished, that even if they should be wounded, even should they fall, they will continue to fight for their duty. Also, hey Violets, lovely to see you around. Hope you're doing alright. I guess that your file is set up for the Age of Bok ending. No, that would be peak. Whatever ending makes Bok happy.
May the Golden Order shine through you. Further study of incantations, is it? I can happily spare the time and applaud your enthusiasm.
Alright, and then it's just, yeah, the same dialogue back, Gold Mask.
I'm yet to find the noble gold mask. I suppose he'll be the path ahead. Since departing the Round Table, how little. May the Golden Order shine through you.
Yeah, he's nice. I like him a lot. Time for friendship. Cleric ahead. He just wants to understand religion. Can't fault him for it. Alright, let me check my checklist here now. Talk to Core next to the map. Okay. Oh, next we get to do stuff with Yura. Okay, well, we'll just keep exploring then. Okay. So, I believe that we're going to be heading to this church here. But I do want to take a stretch and hydrate break before then, and I do want to explore a little bit more before then. So we do have that marked now. But I do just want to quickly see what's over to the east here. Hey Melissa, thank you so much for the self-care redeem. I really do appreciate it. Yes, I'm about to go for that break actually, so thank you for putting in the redeem so that other people coming into the stream know that I have had a break. Or will be having a break in a moment. I just wanted to... Oh, I guess I'd have to climb up. Oh wait, actually, hang on. Sorry, I'm just curious. I want to explore just a teensy bit before the break. A bunch of wolves here. Yeah, so we can actually come up here. Oh, no, no. Don't want to fall down there. I don't think it would kill us, but still don't want to take any falls that are unnecessary. Yeah, look at me opening up the map constantly. How about we talk to this ghost and then go to a Grace and have that break? Oh, Erd Tree, great Erd Tree. The Golden Order itself, unwavering, stretched to the sky. Confer your guidance to our Elden Lord, to put this weary world to rights. Okay. Seek Elden Ring, exactly. Didn't expect head. Alright. So let's go back to this grace here. What does this one say? Right, close quarters battle. Okay. Bok the seamster at your service, ready to make adjustments to your garments. Thank you, Bok. Alright, I can actually crush some runes and get a level, so let me do that. I only need about 100. So I can just go to here. And what did I want to put that level into? Right, I want to get to 15 mind, and then from there on, we're pretty much just upgrading vigor, strength, and endurance, and that's kind of it for the rest of the run. Although I do want to get my faith to 28 so that we can use the Golden Order Greatsword when we actually do obtain it. I don't know if it will be like one of our main weapons, but it'd be cool if I can at least wield it. There we go, so we have 91 FP. Oh, oops, no, I want to sit down. Sit down again! Sit down! Because while my Tarnished has a break, I'm gonna go and have that break myself. Thank you so much for being here, everyone. Really do appreciate it. Thank you, everyone, for coming around. And I will catch you all in a couple minutes for some more Elden Ring and some more exploration of the Altus Plateau and all the questline stuff that we can do here for now. So I will see you all in a couple minutes. Take care, everyone. And I am back. Thank you so much for your patience, everyone. I really do appreciate it. Alright, let's continue exploring the Altus Plateau. And oh my goodness, look how pretty this place is. Just like with the leaves of the Erd tree flying through the atmosphere and everything, it's wonderful. Alright, so yes, our goal is to get to this church here, but before then we want to... Oh, there's also another church here, but I think we're going for this one first. There really isn't actually that much to do here in the Altus Plateau at the moment, because this section of the map really just exists as the in-between section of Mount Gelmir and Leyndell. So while there are a couple of NPC questline things to do here and a couple of bosses and dungeons and whatnot, it's nowhere near close to, you know, the amount that you'd have in a major region. I just want to keep looking around and find things. I really want to drop down there, but I don't want to risk it either. Because pretty much all of my deaths in Elden Ring are because of falling. I guess we just have to go around this way then. See where this takes us. So there's a trail of messages here, which... I'm not gonna look at them all, I can't be bothered to. I'll look at one of them. Try friendship, okay. There's a bunch of wild animals. Oh! Bunch of sacramental buds and... a legendary item? Oh, Amber Starlight. We need that for Celivis's questline. So that's good that we obtained that. Although I did say I don't think we're gonna commit to doing all of Celivis's questline, because it does require you to atone at the Church of Vows afterwards if you fully commit to his questline. Is this a dungeon? If only I had a giant butthole. Okay, FromSoft players, that's enough jokes for one day. Just gonna look at all the other loot around here real quick and get all these sacramental buds, because these ones are really, really good. We can use them to make preserving boluses to deal with scarlet rot and the like. Alright, I think that's everything here. Although I do just want to quickly make things peaceful before we stop and look at any items. Alright. Let's take a look at Amber Starlight. An ephemeral sliver that gives off a pale amber glow. What remains of a passing flash of starlight? If the stars command our fates, then amber-hued stars must command the fates of the gods. Such is the belief that inspired the use of these shards to prepare a most special draught. Cannot be consumed by mere humans. Interesting. This is basically just like the exact opposite of Starlight Shards. It's an Amber Starlight. Interesting. But just looking at the description again. Okay. Oh, and I actually wanted to look at the description of sacramental blood again. Just because why not? An immature bud containing fresh blood. Material used for crafting items. Believed to originate long ago from a strain of buds cultivated with youthful sacramental blood. Which is quite fucked up to think about. Alright, that's that there. We could go to the minor Erd tree. Those are always important. There's a bunch of ruins around here. Of course we want to do, like, all the dungeons in this area. Well, let's just do that. It's a bit of a pain to scroll through my incantations all the time, but it's worth it. Wait, can I grab these butterflies? Yes, I can. Nascent butterflies are super, super rare. I don't actually know what they're used for, but they are very, very rare, so gotta pick them up whenever you see them. We're just gonna head up northeast now. And yes, we will be getting, or northwest, sorry. I do believe that we get the Nagakiba at this part of Yura's questline, which has me scared. Because typically when you get the equipment of a character, that means they die, but that hasn't always been the case in FromSoft games. There have been exceptions. Dark Souls 2 is like a massive exception, where in a lot of the quest lines in that game, you get the equipment of an NPC at the end of their questline, and they typically don't have to die. Looking at Luke Teal, for instance. Her questline does end on a quite bitter and sad note, but she technically doesn't die at the end of it. I guess we just travel along this path to the minor Erd tree. And then... that light there. Oh, it's just the lighting. Look, more soldiers. They were ready to ambush me. Fuck you. Very, very gorgeous Altus Plateau. They actually based it off of my wife, Moon. Alright, and there's Fingerita Crone here, which we can talk to her after dealing with these Lanedale soldiers. I said after dealing with these Lanedale soldiers. We got a guard counter just for the spice. There we go. Gotta finish your opponents off in style. Hey Isaac, it's lovely to see you around. Oh my god, it's the Altus Plateau. It is. Hope you're doing alright. Oh dear, oh dear. Alright. Oh, no, I didn't mean to unequip the Uchigatana. Let's see what advice she has for us.
You, please, I can read them. Your fingers, please, your fingers. Oh, bless you. To the east, ruins of gold. To the west, the serpent's sacrilege. Wherever the path leads, so shall you follow. wherever the path leads. Only more sorrow. 'Tis a curse. A curse. The curse of Queen Marika.
That was stuff that we already knew, yes. Lanedell lies to the east, and Mount Gelmir to the west, which we're not going to either of those spots just yet. But yeah, thank you for the advice. No fingers ahead. I do hear someone playing some music, which means it's gonna be a nomadic merchant.
Oh, dear. Yeah, I'm terribly sorry. Are you here as a customer?
Yeah, I am actually. Let's just see what unique stuff you sell. Ancient Dragon Apostles Cookbook, this is new. A record of crafting techniques taught by the capital's ancient dragon cult. Details techniques that harness lightning, the weapon of the ancient dragons. Acquire the knowledge to craft the following: lightning pot and roach lightning pot. We will absolutely pick that up. Lightning bolt, this is new. Bolt tipped with a shard of gravel stone. Deals powerful lightning damage. Used by worshippers of the ancient dragons. And we have the Red Crest Heater Shield. A medium-sized metal shield. Easier to handle than a kite shield. The crest symbolizes red wings, and it has skill as the... parry as the skill. And then Scorpion Kite Shield. A standard medium-sized metal shield, highly reputed for its solid build and reliability. Emblazoned with a yellow scorpion, a warning of surprise attacks and sudden strikes. Alright, and then Crossed Tree Tower Shield. An iron great shield large enough to cover the entire body, emblazoned with an old interleaving tree. Great shields boast high damage negation and guard capacity, making enemy attacks easy to repel. And the skill is Shield Bash. And Tree Surcoat. Ooh, I like how this looks. Blue surcoat draped over chainmail. The tree insignia emblazoned on the front depicts the Erd tree, and is a design beloved throughout the lands between. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. Note on Unseen Assassins and Imp Shades. We will pick both of these up and read their item descriptions. There we go, and then let me actually sell some things, because I do have a couple of dupes of, I think, some armor and some weapon drops that I'd like to get rid of. Generally, I just like to have one copy of each weapon in my inventory, because that's how I like doing things. Just sell all of these things. Selling all of the dupes. Because I don't need them. Let's see. We're all good here. Don't need to sell arrows. I don't think I need to sell any shields. Oh, I can sell this bra shield. And then, yeah, we'll just look at, like, fashion things that we can sell that are dupes of things that we already have. Foot soldier tabard. Leather draped tabard. And of course, then we can crush some of our runes in order to afford everything else I want to purchase here. But yeah, I have a lot of dupes of just drops that I want to sell. Got any pants? Yeah, we can sell all these aristocrat boots. Not all of them, but most of them. Drawn soldier greaves. Alright, we can sell this. And of course, we're not selling talismans or anything like that. Alright, that's still not enough to actually buy this. Oh wait, no, I bought both of these. Sorry, never mind. I want to get the cookbook.
I must apologise. I'm afraid I've very little to offer.
Oh, don't apologize. You have great stock. You're also playing some lovely music. You're doing more than enough. Alright, let's use, like, 5 of these. That wouldn't be a FromSoft dialogue if it didn't end with weird laughter. Exactly.
Oh, is there anything wrong?
Alright, let's get the cookbook. And... no, I'm probably not gonna wear the tree surcoat, so I won't buy it. That's everything.
I must apologise. I'm afraid I've very little to offer.
Alright. Let's activate this grace here. Seek tranquility. Time for tranquility. So this leads further up north. We can hop across this broken bridge and I guess go to the minor Erd tree and then travel along the path to here? Yeah, that sounds like a plan to me. But let's look at the notes that we purchased first, because these will be quite handy. Note Unseen Assassins. Note sold by a nomadic merchant imparting knowledge in brief. Some assassins cannot be seen with the naked eye. Seems the Erdtree sentries once carried torches that could cast light on these prowlers. Okay, interesting. And then Imp Shades. Note sold by a nomadic merchant imparting knowledge in brief. Nothing can touch the shades of imps in the hero's graveyard. Only Rosus's light can give them form. Okay, so we're looking for, like, a tree sentinel or sentry torch, and we're also looking for Rosus's light. Okay. Unless these are both referring to the same thing, potentially. Because imps typically do jump scare you in catacombs anyway, so... good to know. Alright, yeah, let's actually explore this broken bridge. Hope everyone's doing alright. Thank you everyone for stopping by. Been a rough day for me, as I said at the start of stream, but playing Elden Ring is definitely putting me in a better mood. Golden arrow, and 10 of them. Carved arrows made in tandem with the Erdtree bow deals holy damage. Highly effective against those who live in death, and able to prevent them from rising again. Alright. Let's see if we can jump across here with Torrent. And jump now. There we go. Is that actually anything if I went to drop down further? Well, nothing but death, but yeah, technically, there would be things below. Try target lock. Oh, I see. Oh, you are not a troll. You are something else entirely. It's a worm face. This is where, like, the Death Blight resistant talisman would actually come in handy. Gold-tinged excrement. There we go. We're all safe. Can I not actually get anything from this carriage? Pretty please. No treasure chest ahead. That's so depressing. Alright. Well, since we're here at the Minor Earth Tree, we might as well get the loot from it. Oh, there's 2 scarabs there, but they're just Crimson and Cerulean, respectively. Oh, golden sunflower, that's neat. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, this is the boss. Worm face. Ever heard of Death Blight? Well, this fight's about to teach you about it. Yeah, I should equip my immunity talisman. Or, no, I believe it's vitality talisman. Not to be confused with the HP stat with vigor. Although, I could just throw lightning spears at a distance as well. That is an option. Ow. Well, not if the tree guardians are gonna be a pain. Stop trying to grab me. Got him. Crimson... Okay, Crimson Pill... The Crimson... Sorry, Crimson Spill Crystal tier. I cannot read. And Speckled Heart tier. Okay. That's another boss down there. Deaf. Horse though horse. Snake. Head. Almost worm face. Let's get all these golden sunflowers. Be wary of boss. I needn't be wary no longer, for the boss has been dispatched. Is it worth taking all of these out? Yeah, I'll do it anyway. Although I'm probably gonna die from Death Blight, now that I think about it. Oh, fire pot! Yeah, I should probably equip. Where is it? One of my resistance talismans. I will find it. There we go, Prince of Death's Pustule. Much better. There we go. Good old jump attacks. Nothing beats jump attacks. And then I should get flasks back from... No, no flasks. I was kind of expecting it. There's a bunch of ruins to explore around here in a cave, it looks like, and there was seemingly a ghost that could guide me to a dungeon, it seems. Yeah, let's look around here, I guess. I do want to sit down and read item descriptions, though, but I guess we'll wait until we're, like, properly safe. Because right now I would not say that I'm in a position where I feel comfortable to read item descriptions. We got Golden Slam, though. The funny butt slam skill. Oh no. Slug ahead. Nice, got a cookbook. Just be wary of right, exactly. There's so much to explore here, it's overwhelming. Why is it always dung? Oh wait, no. We already killed this guardian here. I kind of want to just, like, depopulate the area so I can feel safe. Ow. Is this how I die of Deathblight? I hope it isn't. Okay, I think we're mostly safe for now. We'll just stand in fact, I'll turn off my lantern. Just crouch in these bushes so I can feel extra safe while we check out inventory. Alright, so we have we have like 4 descriptions to read. No, 5 descriptions to read, sorry. Golden Sunflower. A golden sunflower that grows facing the Erd tree. Material used for crafting items, found near minor Erd trees. At the foot of the Erd tree, they retain their color, along with a powerful holy essence. Alright. And then Nomadic Warrior's Cookbook. A record of crafting techniques left by roaming nomad warriors. Contains knowledge for surviving in the face of utter scarcity. Acquire the knowledge to craft the following: Sweet Raisin and Warming Stone. Yeah, we can finally make Warming Stones! Yippee! And then Ash of War Golden Slam. This Ash of War grants an armament the Sacred Affinity and the following skill. Golden Slam. Skill of the avatars who protect minor Erd trees. Jump up high into the air and crash down on the ground ahead. The resulting pratfall sends golden shockwaves in all directions, usable on all melee armaments. And then Speckled Hard Tear. A crystal tear formed slowly over the ages where the Erd tree's bounty falls to the ground. Can be mixed in the Flask of Wondrous Physic. The resulting concoction temporarily raises all resistances and heals all status ailments. Okay, that's pretty handy. And then Crimson Spill Crystal Tear. A crystal tear formed slowly over the ages where the Erd tree's bounty falls to the ground. Can be mixed in the Flask of Wondrous Physic. The resulting concoction temporarily raises one's maximum HP. Ooh, okay. I actually quite like this one. Right now we're just rocking a concoction that heals half of my health and then gives me health regen over time. Which, by the way, unless it's like explicitly stated by the description of the crystal tier to like be, you know, lesser duration, the effects of the Wondrous Physic last for 3 minutes. So that's 3 minutes of passive healing, which is pretty nice. So like 3 minutes of increased max HP, like, that sounds perfect for boss fights and more difficult encounters. I guess let's just deal with all the other worm faces, and I do want to check out that Candelabra and have the old codger guide us to a dungeon, presumably. Although there are more ruins here I'd like to explore. Oh, Icon Shield. How iconic. Right, yes, O-Flame has such a short range. I have to really get up close for it to hit. But it's a good incantation, Your Honor. I like it. It's just better catch flame, although it's a little bit slower, obviously. Oh, I'm out of FP. Alright. Oh. Out of FP, no problem. Gravelstone. And it looks like there's something in the... Is there a basement, actually? No, I was just being deceived by the lighting. For a moment I thought there was, like, basement to go down to. Maybe there is, just not in this part of the ruins. Because if I check the map, then, yeah, there's this. It could also be one of those things where it's like you have to jump over a wall of torrent to find the basement. Every ruins has a basement? Okay, good to know. Here again, ahead. What do you mean by that? Likely just getting started? Still no tarnished. Try here. There's a hidden wall. No. Yeah, I'm assuming it's people dropping from up there that are leaving these messages. Why is it always message? Good question. Maybe because you're playing in online mode? That's why it's always message. Alright, yeah, let's just dispatch the remaining enemies. I mean, it's free runes as well, and we get our flasks refilled for it, so it just kind of facilitates more exploration. It's a win-win. Seems our basement might be... Nope, not here. Alright, let me just actually buff my weapon and... The power of electricity will zap him. Probably should have done 3 jump heavies to actually kill. There we go. Oh. Oh, invigorating white cured meat, and sacrificial twig? Heck yeah. Actually, I think the one-handed moveset is... Yeah, the one-handed moveset's great for dealing with groups, because you can just spam the light attack. Just for that big sweeping motion. Yeah, there's a lot of ruins around here. I know I should hunt the wild animals for, like, their materials, but I can't bring myself to do it. You know, I may be killing and pillaging things in the name of America, but, like, I'm not that much of a savage. A group ahead. Try ranged battle. That is an idea. Yeah, we could just throw Black Flame. Praise the incantations. Oh my gosh, come on. I'd probably be a lot safer if I didn't fully charge every single incantation I use. Because the uncharged damage is still really good. That's a bit safer. Elden Ring combat's so difficult. I just press jump R2 3 times, then they die. They get staggered. I could get a riposte there, but good old Bonk will do the trick. Alright, well, yeah, basement that we were looking for was here. Necessary item ahead, this person claims. But are they telling the truth? Wrath of Gold. Ooh, that is an incantation. So let's take a look at our inventory now that we've got a spare moment. Wrath of Gold. Superior Erdtree Worship Incantation. Produces a golden shockwave that knocks back nearby foes. Charging increases the size of the shockwave. This incantation was discovered when the Elden Ring was shattered, and it was feared as a sign of the Erdtree's wrath. Right, okay. 32 faith, so sadly we cannot use it, and we're not really investing any more into faith, we're just kind of leaving it in 20, because that's one of the soft caps. But, I mean, yeah, it's basically just Wrath of the Gods from Dark Souls. Alright, and then, Invigorating White Cured Meat. A white sliced meat, dried out after pickling in a red medicinal solution. Profitable item. Temporarily boosts robustness. Lasts longer than traditional cured meat, but with reduced effectiveness. And the icon shield. Great shield painted with a divine scene. The recipients of a blessed tear from the Erdtree. An item that looks back fondly on the Age of Plenty. The divine scene acts in and of itself as a sacred invocation, gradually restoring the carrier's HP, and it does not have any skills. Alright, well, yeah, that's really nice item description, really cool looking shield. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be using it. Alright, is there anything else? I'm trying to remember. I feel like I'm forgetting something. Oh, I wanted to reread the description of the Prince of Death's pustule now, especially after we witnessed Fia disposing of Dee and declaring herself as essentially a servant of Godwyn, I thought to reread this. A fetid pustule taken from facial flesh raises vitality. Vitality governs resistance to the effects of death. It is said that this pustule came from the visage of the Prince of Death, he who used to be called Godwyn. As first dead of the demigods, it's said he's buried deep under the capital at the Erd Tree's roots. And yes, that is why Deathroot has spread throughout the lands between, because Godwyn was buried there. And it kind of seems like Thea and those who live in Death are essentially planning a resurrection of sorts of Godwyn. Alright, that's mostly all of the ruins, I think, but I do want to just double check that I got everything. There's a cave to the south I'd like to explore, and of course, I still want to get to that church that I marked ages ago. But I really like these types of Elden Ring streams of mine where it's like just exploring. You know, like, rather than, you know, being in a single dungeon for, like, an entire stream or two. Just being in the open world exploring. It's nice. It's cozy. And also because I am playing the game in a very linear fashion. Because I want to do every single NPC questline and every single boss on my first ever playthrough. So these open world segments basically allow me to kind of experience the freedom of exploring things at my own pace. Seek necessary item. I'm assuming they just mean the cracked tears. Yeah, I'm just gonna double check all of these ruins. And then we will activate the Candelabra. And see where that takes us. Liar ahead. You know, there's always liars ahead. You can't trust them. I'd really like it if I could remove, like, the minor Erd tree on the map here. Like, this big illustration, so that I can see what's behind it. But it doesn't seem like anything important. It's just, you know, a bunch of crafting materials, which, you know me, I'm hoarding all of them. But what if I need them for later? But yeah, this is where we initially started exploring these ruins, so we should be safe to go to this cave now. Oh, actually, let's interact with just this here, and I'm assuming it's gonna take us to the cave anyway, but we'll see. I like to call these ghosts old codgers, just because I saw a player message referring to it as one. So, praise the old codger, everyone. He's gonna guide us to a dungeon. Probably the dungeon that we were already heading towards. The Incredibles only run is pretty fun. I was thinking that. I'm really happy with how throwables have been treated here in Elden Ring. Because you can see if I pull up my equipment, you know, I got my plots equipped. I really enjoy fire bombs, or in this game they're called fire pots. And I'm glad I can make lightning pots now. Also, the fact that they actually have stat scaling again. Which, actually, I think they had stat scaling in Dark Souls 3. Not sure, though. Old codger, exactly. Is that relying on rotten poison a lot? Still very fun. Yeah, that's just due to the nature of status ailments being very, very strong in Elden Ring. Which I think is good, because, you know, status effects, at least in the Dark Souls trilogy, were kind of hit and miss. Some fights they were really good with, other fights not so much, whereas in Elden Ring, like, Poison and Scarlet Rot is just kind of generically good against pretty much everything. Ahead, yeah. Visions of here. Let me check the map. Yeah, he is just guiding us to the cave. Item ahead. Why is it always pursuits? Good luck ahead. Pursuit had visions of old culture. I'm for old culture. I don't know why I find that amusing. I guess culture is just a funny word. Didn't expect old culture. Yeah, so the old culture is just taking us to where we were already going to go to, but like this is really, really handy for you know, players who might not be pulling up the map as often as I do. Fort required ahead. Fortnite? I can see that. Phantom coming along here. Angel ahead. I'm gonna leave the jellyfish alone. Praise the old codger. I don't really want to hurt things that don't try to hurt me. Friend ahead. Praise the brief respite. Alright. So yeah, this looks like to be a mines type dungeon, so in other words, we'll be getting a lot of smithing stones. Which is really nice. Our Knight's Greatsword is plus 16, which is very, very good, obviously, but it's nice to have more upgrade materials. The Altus Tunnel. Alright, just want to clean the blood off my tarnish there. And we might actually take a stretch and hydrate break here, since it's been another hour of stream. Time is just flying by. Isaac says once you're all the way through the game and DLC, there's a video of a guy using tons of buffs and one-shotting DLC bosses with thrown pots. That sounds awesome. Yeah, we have quite a long way to go before we even get to the DLC. And just to sort of reiterate, since people might be curious about how I'm actually going to be tackling the DLC, the way that I do DLCs in FromSoft games is that I like to do them before the final boss of the base game. That's kind of the way I work, right? So basically what we're doing is we are playing through the entire base game up to the final boss, and then we're stopping our base game progress at the final boss. Then we will play Shadow of the Erdtree, and once we're done with Shadow of the Erdtree, we'll come back to the base game, and then finish the final boss. And the reason why I do that is because I don't really like to do post-game in Souls games. I just, you know, like, I want to be seeing the credits of the game when I'm done with everything, and that includes the DLC. That's how I've always done it. And From Software kind of expect you to do that as well. I mean, Dark Souls 3, right? They literally put one like, you know, an optional entrance to the Ring City DLC in the Kiln of the First Flame before you fight the final boss of Dark Souls 3. It's literally From Software saying like, hey, you haven't done the DLC yet, you might want to do that before the final boss. And that's how I'm going to be taking things here. But I know that we will get access to the DLC before the final boss of the base game, but we won't be actually going into it until we are up to the final boss of the base game. I so admire you taking your time. Thank you. It's been very fulfilling playing this way with Souls games, because I get to enjoy all of the lore, I get to enjoy everything in depth. It's just been great. It's been a really, really nice time. This may be one of the slowest first playthroughs of Elden Ring ever, but I wouldn't have it any other way. Alright, I'm gonna go for a stretch and hydrate break now. I will see you all in a couple minutes, everyone, and then we will explore the Altus Tunnel. We'll get all the loot here, and after that we're gonna go to the church that's to the northwest, and I believe that is where Yura's questline continues, according to my NPC questline notes here. We did get the Amber Starlight for Selvus, so I can actually cross that off my list here. And we will actually go and return to Selvus at some point, either this stream or next time. Alright, there we go. Okay, I will see you all in a couple minutes. Please take care of yourselves, everyone. Make sure to grab yourselves a snack and a drink if you want to, if you haven't already. And I'll see you all after a short little break. Catch you all then. Alright, and I am back. Thank you so much for your patience, everyone. I always do appreciate it, and thank you everyone for just being so nice and chill tonight. Yeah. I'm not gonna repeat myself a third time, I actually will. But yeah, I did say on like social media and a bunch and a couple of times earlier in the stream that today was really rough on me. So Elden Ring has just been exactly what I needed to really feel better. I know, that's kind of weird. How, you know, one can find so much joy and happiness from playing a game set in a harsh and cruel world where everything wants you dead. But, Souls games have always just been comforting for me. They've always helped me through the difficult times of my life. The Dark Souls trilogy helped me a lot through some really difficult parts of my life. And Elden Ring here is helping me through a day that was pretty sucky. But tomorrow is a new day, and that's all that matters. Hey V, it's lovely to see you around. Hope you're doing alright. We are in the Altus tunnel at the moment. We're doing Altus Plateau exploration. And we got a little sidetracked with the minor Erd tree here. Our goal is to go to that church there, but we're here in a dungeon now, so we might as well do it. Especially if it's a mining dungeon, because that means a ton of smithing stones for us. And besides, we're doing all bosses anyway, so we'd have to come here at some point. Get our martyr effigy. Be wary of right. Be wary of left. Be wary of all directions. So these miners are weak to fire damage primarily. A little sidetrack is Altus's nickname. I got a bunch of marionettes attacking, which is no nice. Or not nice. Yeah, we're not going to Leyndell or Mount Gelmir. We're just here to do all of the bosses in this section of the Altus Plateau and NPC questline stuff. And then we will be moving on to Nokron, the Eternal City. Precious item ahead. I've been told. Oh yes, a Smithing Stone 5. We absolutely appreciate that. I don't trust this. For a second I thought it was going to be a Mimic, because I've yet to see a Mimic in Elden Ring. Runark. Maybe they removed Mimics in Elden Ring. I genuinely don't know, and I wouldn't want the surprise spoiled. It's just that chest looked different from all the other chests that I've seen in the game so far. So I would say that our strategy is to try target lock so that we don't get ambushed. Let me guess, enemies ahead? Yep. Back ahead. They don't call this the spiritual successor of Dark Souls 2 for nothing. There were many ambushes ahead. A bunch of cracked crystals, a liar ahead, let me guess, hidden wall ahead or something? No. Looks like we can go up here? Nope, that doesn't lead to anything. But what if it led to a secret area? What if it took us to Ash Lake? You never know. Imagine a Mimic mimicking so good it doesn't attack you when you open it. That'd be a really good Mimic. Yeah, it's just happy to be a chest. Message ahead. Dog. Yeah, everything's a dog if you think about it. Just double checking that we got everything here. Look, massive thank you to all of the players who have left messages in this game throughout the years. Because it helps me not only keep track of where I've been, but it also helps me so that I don't miss out on any major loot the first time I go through an area. Because I do tend to backtrack to previous areas if I look up and see that I missed something that I wanted to get. Whether that's just to read its item description or for actual functionality. But yeah, player messages make it so I don't have to do that as often. And also, fire pots are awesome. Gosh, I love fire pots. I don't like the marionettes, though. I definitely do not like the marionettes. Oh, oops. I meant to use my flask. We're gonna have to climb up to see what is causing all this glintstone to be flung my way. Let's go and deal with that threat first. It's you! You're throwing glintstone! Stop it. I'll take that trade. Ah, confusion. Best precious item ahead? Yep. Necessary item. Alright, I'll just use O Flame. There we go. Firehead. Firehead. Bacteria leave. 2 of them. And yes, there is indeed no hidden path ahead. We've been lied to. Let's see his happiness it gives when tarnished find new loot. Wags its tail, it's happy too. Aww. Precious pet mimic. What a good mimic. There we go. I just want to clear out everything so that I can explore in peace. Yeah, as long as we're getting all the smithing stones, then everything will be okay. So, do we want to go this way or the other way first? It's just... the message is saying try ranged battle. How about we go this way first? Sorry, friends. I say this every single Elden Ring stream at this point, but I absolutely adore the running heavy on great swords. I just do a little twirl. It's so cool. It's like peak style. This leads to the boss room. And I can literally see through the door that it's just a bunch of Crystallians. So we'll deal with them last. Until then, we would just want to get every single item around here. The sword goes spinny, exactly. Look at it. Whee! That's good. I like it a lot. Yeah, I have not, like, used my longsword or Uchigatana for countless streams now just because I absolutely adore the Knight's Greatsword. Although we are still using the Uchigatana specifically just for its skill of Sacred Blade, when we're dealing with those that live in death, or those who live in death. Oh my goodness, it's one of these things again. Or 2 of them? No, just one of them. Right, golden rune. Yeah, I mean, I guess we can take it out if we want to. We travel along here, and then... oh god, yeah, that's gonna be rough. Looks like we can drop further down as well. Fire head, okay. Oh no! I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. Oh my gosh, please just leave me alone. I just want to pick up my items in peace. Glintstone scrap? Really? I'm willing to die for glintstone scrap? Yes, I am. What do these say at least? Fingers required ahead. Behold rump. Yeah, get it because butt joke? Sorry, I'm not really in the mood for jokes at the moment. I'm trying not to die. Oh no, this is it. This is the end. This is where it ends for me. This is what's left of Narwa in its hull. Exactly. Right. Just keep running. Ow. Oh, Arsenal Charm +1? Hell yeah. Is that everything, or... Can I mean, I can kill it. Like, I do have ranged options. I'm just wondering, like... Is there a way over to it from this side of the dungeon? Or do I need to... Do I need to try and kill them later? Like, yeah, I can chuck lightning spears, but... Oh no, I can't. I'm not even close enough. Yeah, it seems like this is all I can do on this side of the dungeon at the moment. Like, yeah, I know I could pull out a bow and just die from full damage. That's the first death of stream, by the way. 2 hours and 21 minutes into the stream and I finally died, so that has to be a new record. Although I think there's been one of these streams where I just didn't die at all, so... I'm telling you, like, all of my deaths are just because of falling. It's always just falling that causes me to die. I just wanted to double check to see if I can actually kill it on this side. Or get over to the other side, I mean. Oh, don't slip, don't slip, don't slip, don't slip. Ow. Oh. Didn't expect rump. Yeah, okay, I get it. I get it. We could try and kill it from here. Our shield is good enough to... Nope, I can't. Alright. Yeah, it looks like we'll get to them from another part of the dungeon. Or like a different dungeon, perhaps. Sorry about that, Miner. Alright, let's just go fight the Crystallians. Right, Spear and Ring Blade. So what we do is we press jump R2, jump R2, jump R2. I mean, occasionally we want to press dodge, but... Yeah, if you just do jump attacks, or like charge heavies, then... the Crystallians become a joke. Also, Giant Hunt is really good at poise damage as well. Good stance damage. There we go. And while they're down on the ground, we can charge a heavy attack. There we go. Somber Stone Miner's Bell Bearing 2. Well done. Thank you. Behold, precious item. Why is it always weak foe? In short, weak foe. Yeah. Is there actually like a hidden wall here or anything? Let there be critical hit? Exactly. I guess we'll just find a tunnel on the other side at some point to kill that creature. An evil-ass creature we could sorta had. Because they wrote a message up there. Alright, let's take a look at our loot. We have 2 item descriptions to read. Somberstone Miner's Bell Bearing 2. The bell bearing of a miner who once dug for somber smithing stone. Offer to the twin maiden husks at the round table hold to gain access to the following items. Somber smithing stone 3, somber smithing stone 4, and cracked crystal. Heck yeah. And then Arsenal Charm +1. An iron charm that resembles a mass of weaponry. Greatly boosts maximum equipment load. This talisman was derived from an unusual greatsword once wielded by a hero hungry for vengeance. Yeah, we keep hearing about this hero hungry for vengeance, and it's mentioned in countless item descriptions, and also at Castle Morn there's a monument, a lore monument that mentions this hero. And I wonder if we ever figure out who they are, or not. Could be Radigan, but Radigan's a mysterious figure, so who the fuck knows? But yeah, this is basically just Havel's Ring, but better because it's +1. Thankfully, this is the modern Souls era where you only really need to have a medium roll and you're fine. Right. I guess I'm gonna go to this Grace, and then I want to explore everywhere, damn it. I do want to get to this church. Let's make that our goal for the moment. Crystallians, when they get stands broken. Yeah, they just kind of die. Alright, I'm gonna unequip the Prince of Death's Pustule now. And we're gonna equip the Assassin's Crimson Dagger again, because you know me, I love my critical hits. Actually, does my current sword have a critical hit modifier? No, it's just standard 100 crit. I don't believe we can get a level right now. No, we're a bit short. Alright, actually, how about we go... That looks like an Everjail, potentially. We can go there and then there. Sounds good to me. Then just head all the way down here. I'll travel along just down the road. There's more worm faces ahead. So maybe I should equip the Prince of Death's Pustule again. No, I'm not really intending to fight them. If I was, though, I would. Just making sure I'm going along the right way. Well, nice. A Miquella's Lily. I don't know if this is an Everjail or something else entirely. But it did seem to look important. Oh, I see. We have to solve a puzzle. Such Phantom. Touch 3 Phantom Crests. Okay, and then, yes, we got the Mirage Riddle. Oh, I see. And it's even giving us a map to show us where to find everything. Simple map taken from an imp statue. A riddle concerning a rise that vanishes like a mirage. Right, okay, so... we just have to look where we are. Oh, I see. So we got... the first one, which is here. And then the second one would be... like here-ish? But I'm gonna have to rotate the actual map itself, because... or I wish I could rotate a current map. Because, like, I recognize the bridge here. So that would be, what? West of the bridge, yeah, because if I rotated it. West of the bridge. Alright, let's solve this. I mean, it's not really much of a puzzle if we're given the answers. Well, it's more of an observation puzzle, if anything. You know, it's meant to challenge you to, like, how good are you at, like, deciphering a map and remembering, you know, little landmarks in the land. So we should find what we're looking for below this bridge somewhere. Which, there were items below this bridge anyway. So we should grab them while we're here. Yep. Hi, Wormface. Hi, Wormface. Feels so wrong to call them Wormface, though. I know that's their names, but... it kind of feels like I'm saying a slur, you know? Like, I'd rather call them something different. Or it's like I'm calling them Four Eyes. So, some Fulgur Bloom. Those are really nice to have. There's a message here. Attacking ahead. Ah, here's the next one. I was gonna attack it anyway, because it did stand out quite a bit because of the green glow. Here, therefore try attacking. Yeah, let me applaud the messages. I actually wrote a message myself super earlier into the playthrough at the Academy of Rea Lucaria, and I wrote Hidden Path ahead. So I've been getting a couple of people who have been rating it up throughout this stream series. You can find it yourself. I know, like I've left my own mark on the world for other people, on PC specifically, because no crossplay. Okay, so then... yeah, basically north of the church here, so like here-ish, potentially? Yeah, around like here. I just want to travel down the path, rather than going through the forest like this. Ah, friend. Yeah, Owl is friend. We don't hurt the owl. Oh, I don't believe I actually found this grace, so... good that we found this. The Bower of Bounty. There we go. Somber Smithing Stone, heck yeah. Also, for the sake of completion, I am not counting getting every single grace as part of that. But I feel like we're gonna find almost all of them regardless, because, well, we can literally see the guidance of grace showing us where they are. Alright, I want to walk over this marker so that it disappears. There we go. And, oh, we can go up here. And then we'll be able to find the lost one. Hello, wolf. I mean no harm to them. If I want to go all the way up, I can do that as well. But we're kind of restricting our exploration just to the sections of the map that we have unlocked. Be wary of jumping. Because I don't want to go to Mount Gelmir or to Lanedale just yet. I think in terms of progression order, we do a bunch of underground stuff with like Nokron and a couple of other areas underground, and then we go to Mount Gelmir. Yeah, there's a church I'm looking for. So hopefully the final crest I'm looking for is around here. Because I basically just had it marked as, like, kind of north of that church. Magic Grace. I don't have to hit any of these, do I? Could also be that I have to fight that worm face that's down there, potentially. Let me pull up the map again. Just keep cross-referencing it. It's like... Yeah, if I'm understanding, if I, like, flipped it, then, yeah, it would be north of the church. Like, around this area. Also, I know it's a really minor thing to praise, but I do always appreciate it when you walk on top of your marker, like, near it, it vanishes, because it's like, you don't really need it anymore. Let's just go towards the church, I guess? I feel like I need a player message, or just, like, I need to spot something that will help me with this. Spent longer than I'd like to admit on this rise. Don't worry, V, I've also spent quite a long time on a lot of them, even though they should be really simple. We do have to go to this church for Yura's questline anyway, so it's like we might as well do that and then come back to this. Because I'm not immediately spotting what I need to do here. Yeah, I'll keep exploring and I'll, like... We'll check back on that in a little bit. But... yeah, for now, this church, I believe, continues Yura's questline. Unless it's a different church that I'm thinking of. Although, what if it's around here? There's a dead end here. Feels like there has to be something here then. Yes, a nascent butterfly. That's what's here. We love nascent butterflies. I don't know what I use them for, but they're rare, so... worthwhile collecting. Alright, let's head through this entrance, and... yes, Yura's story continues here. Tears ahead. Oh no, please don't. Second Church of America.
Eleanor, seems I am no match for you, but I've learned a thing or two myself. You see, I've sliced the finger off. Please. Please, Eleonora. Yield to the cessplant no longer. Do not stain the immaculacy of your sword. Your flesh. Your fire.
No! Yura! The Nagakiba. Invaded by Eleonora. Violet bloody finger. Oh, it's personal. Fuck you. Oh, shit! She's so cool, though. I gotta run that back, though. I gotta run it back for Yura. Because, yeah, she's using Eleanor's Pole Blade, surprising no one. That is literally the weapon named after her. And also Dragon Communion, which would explain why Yura knows, like, the dangers of Dragon Communion. Oh, he's gone. Come on, invade again, bitch. I'm not really good at PvP, even against, like, NPCs like this. But I do know that if you just kind of... Shit, I'm just dead. Oh wait, no, I live. I do know that if you just spam dash attacks, then generally that works. Dash attacks and weapon skills. Marky, thank you for the raid! Hang on. I hope you had a wonderful time with Dark Souls 2 Scholar the First Marky Chen. Give me just a moment, I am finishing a battle here. Oh no. I'm gonna mess up in front of the raiders and look bad. No, it'll be fine. But hi, Marky. It's lovely to see you. Thank you for trusting your community with my silly alt stream. Oh my goodness. Eleanor, please. Please show kindness to me. Oh no. Come on, it's just one more hit. Did it. Oh, Bloody Finger vanquished. Purifying Crystal Tear and Eleanor's Pole Blade. We just finished an NPC quest line. So, admittedly I'm feeling a little bit sad right now. That fight was part of the quest line. Basically the end of the quest line. I'm gonna make my Tarnished sit down. Just like this. Thank you so much for raiding in, Marky. I really, really do appreciate it. Let me get you the shoutouts that you need and deserve. And also, I will do the special command to promote your Ko-fi page, because Marky needs all the financial assistance that he can get now and in the future. Thank you so much for raiding in, Marky. If you're not following Markichin already, please go check him out. He is a lovely, lovely librarian PNG tuber who focuses on full completion of games and also challenge runs. Thank you so much for raiding in. We love Lumi. Aw, thank you, Marky and Lily and Fida, for all of the kind messages. Thank you. Good evening, Lumi and friends. Marky looked very, very bad all DLC, so you are doing great. Thank you. Thank you so very much, Lumi. Of course, of course. And I'd like to apologize just publicly here for being a little bit moody in your on-stream chat earlier in the day. I have had a pretty bad day. It's been a really rough one. But streaming here and playing some Elden Ring and all that has definitely helped me to feel better. Don't even worry about it, Lumi, it's all good. Thank you. Marquee Raiders, if you have to read and run, that is totally understandable, especially if you're trying to avoid Elden Ring spoilers. But thank you so much for being here, I really do appreciate it. In case you're new to the channel, hi, I'm Lumi, I'm a Hot Lady Knight VTuber, and I do playthroughs of RPGs and story-driven titles, but I like to dabble in a lot of variety as well. And we are here with a first-time, 100% all bosses playthrough of Elden Ring. That's a lot of words, so let me break that down real quick. This is my first ever time playing Elden Ring. I've never played it before. I have seen bits and pieces of it, but I've never actually played it myself. I am aiming for all Steam achievements, which technically isn't possible in a single playthrough, but I will be duplicating my save file at the end of the run in order to get all of the endings for the game. As opposed to having to do like 6 playthroughs or however many endings there are in this game. And all bosses, which means, well, all bosses, all optional bosses, all main bosses and whatnot. And yes, this does include the DLC. We are at what I would say is probably the mid-game, so we are exploring the northern region of the Lands Between, known as the Altus Plateau, and we're here primarily to progress a bunch of NPC quest lines, and as I just said before, we just finished an NPC quest line, so we're going to be looking at some item descriptions for the items that we received at the end of this quest line. So do note that I will be discussing spoilers and whatnot for the quest line that we have just finished, if that is something that you're sensitive about. Somehow we managed to get 4 achievements tonight, which was the most of any Dark Souls stream so far. That is very exciting, Marky. I'm very proud of you. Alright, let's have my Tarnished stand up. And we might as well pick up this item as well. Ah, warrior. I don't believe it. A sacred tear. Yeah, because I'm feeling like crying at the moment. Not from Marky's raid. Marky's raid is absolutely wonderful. Just from story events that have occurred. Alright, we have 3 item descriptions to read, so let's take a look at them all. Eleonora's Pallblade. Twinned Naginata forged in the land of reeds. Chosen weapon of Eleonora, Violet Bloody Finger. Her mastery of the sword was such that her onslaught was likened to a whirlwind, but now her legacy is stained by accursed blood. And the unique skill is Bloodblade Dance. Leap at foe to perform a flurry of tornado-like attacks. Follow up with an additional input to perform an attack that ends in an evasive maneuver. Right, and we do not have the stat requirements to use this. This requires 19 arcane, which we do not have. But yes, this is a twin blade, with primarily dexterity and arcane scaling at base. Alright. Marky says, the DLC area has been by far the toughest part so far. A twink blade. So true. Yes, Marky, you are tackling the DLC significantly earlier before you would be expected to do it, but it is quite confusing then that the developers put the entrance to the DLC right at the end of one of the base game areas, almost as if they want you to do that. But there's a lot of good loot to be found in that DLC that you're playing through. You know, you got the Scythe +7 and all those other goodies. So, you know, it's definitely worth your while. At this point, we are committed. Exactly, and you're gonna feel amazing. You're gonna be able to say, hey, I did this DLC before I even finished the base game. That's how strong I am. But yeah, thank you so much for being here again, Marky and everyone. I'm a bit of a slow reader, and I like to reread these item descriptions just so like I'm fully remembering and understanding all of the lore that I'm reading, because I'm very particular about Souls lore. I absolutely love the lore of these games and delving into them. So yeah, we do know that, yes, this Eleanor person presumably fell and became, yeah, a violet bloody finger, and Yura was trying to stop her and make her return to the light, essentially, to put it in quite a cheesy manner. Alright, and then we have the Purifying Crystal Tier. A crystal tier formed slowly over the ages where the Erd Tree's bounty falls to the ground. Can be mixed in the Flask of Wondrous Physic. The resulting concoction purifies the curse from Moog, Lord of Blood's terrifying rite of blood. Okay. I don't actually know what that does functionally. The item description doesn't really help make that any clearer, and I don't know if that's a spoiler either. Now, we have heard mentions of Moog, Lord of Blood, countless times before. It's just interesting. Alright, and then Nagakiba, which I did say that I really wanted to get this weapon, and it's quite unfortunate in the circumstances that we obtained it. Nagakiba. Katana with a ferociously long blade. Signature weapon of Yura, Hunter of Bloody Fingers. Reminiscent of a reinforced spear, its imposing length can be put to good use with powerful thrusting attacks. And the skill is Piercing Fang. Skill used by Yura, the Bloody Finger Hunter. Starting with the blade held horizontally, make a powerful thrust that cannot be blocked. And we do have the stats to wield this. Yes, I did say countless times that this is what we were going to be replacing the Uchigatana with, because it is essentially just the Uchigatana but better. And so we will be using it. In fact, I'll equip it here. And besides, it'd be nice to carry on his legacy. Yes, here's the Nagakiba. As you can see, it is a ginormous katana, as the item description mentioned. And it's just got your standard katana moveset. And here's the weapon skill. Pretty nice. I hate what I'm about to say, Lumi, but oh, if you need to head off. Oh, no, instead you're gonna say Gucci katana. That's very cursed. But it made me smile, it made me laugh, and you know what? That's all that matters. Thank you, Marky. Yes, we will be upgrading this Nagakiba here. Alright. Now we gotta continue searching for one of those sacred seals. Or, yeah, crests. It's a long, long sword. That's why I've been leveling my dexterity, like from the start of the game, is so that I can wield this. Although our build is more strength-leaning, I did want to be able to meet the stat requirements to use this. Because this weapon is available in Elden Ring Night Rain, the spin-off game. And I really enjoy using it in Night Rain, so I wanted to make sure that I could use it in this game. It's very, very cool. But yeah, sad the way in which we got it. I think if we reload the area, we might be able to then get Yura's armor set. I'm not entirely sure, though. I think his armor set is somewhere else. I'd have to look up where it actually spawns in. No, I'll try reloading the area and see if that allows us to do that. We're also going to quickly customize the Nagakiba. So we go to Ashes of War, go to the Nagakiba, and I'm happy to have like a thrusting skill on it, although... Actually, no, let me put Sacred Blade on it. There we go. And then we want to turn it into Heavy Infusion, or... Yeah, I think Heavy Infusion would be nice. There we go. And we did get a Sacred Tier, so we can upgrade our flasks now. Alright, let's head back to the Second Church of Marika and see if anything spawned in there. Otherwise, we are currently looking for a Sacred Crest that is in this general vicinity, so... Sathaway, happy to be here. Hello, Ray, it's lovely to see you around. Hope you're doing alright. As Marky has decided to ever so graciously read into my stream, which I really do appreciate. Oh, there we go. This is what we were looking for. Oh god, whoa, 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 okay, that is an aggressive imp. In fact, that's two of them. Oh, there's two of them. There we go. I'm assuming they want me to rush to the crest and touch it. But also, I don't mind just taking care of the imps. Yeah, it seems as if they're just gonna infinitely spawn in until I do this. Go touch Phantom. All done. Right, yeah, that makes sense, this being here, because that is still north of the church. I was thinking of, like, this graveyard area here. But we're still gonna revisit the church anyway. Oh. I'm sorry, Wormface, might I take that item from that grave? Is that okay? It's just a Michaela's Lily. Monster, let there be comfort. Exactly. Okay, yes, let me go to the church now. I'm happy to have the Nagakiba. I'm sad in which the way that it was obtained. Alright, I have to go up one of these lifts in order to make it over there. But we will go to the Sorcerer's Rise, and we should get a Memory Stone from it, which is handy for us. Oh, there's an item here I missed. A human bone shard. Lovely. Just the thing I wanted. Oh! Oh! Whoa! That's just a boss, it seems? Or no, it's a regular enemy. It'd be a boss health bar. If it was a boss. Okay, so I was right to reload the area here. Get a blood rose. Ah, warrior. Didn't expect death. Small little blood dude, yeah. Alright, back to the Mirage Rise. And we will be wrapping up stream soon-ish. So I want to see if there's, like, anything extra that we can get done before we wrap things up here. So we're kind of doing a little side quest to get this tower to appear because it was previously invisible. So now we can head through and obtain all the loot inside. Just a quick climb up here. We get Unseen Blade and Unseen Form. And Slumbering Egg. Likely sleep. Yeah, you think? Alright, let's take a look at these item descriptions. So these are both sorceries, so naturally I cannot use them. But that is okay. Unseen Form. One of the night sorceries of Celia, Town of Sorcery. Makes the caster semi-invisible. While on horseback, effect extends to cover the mount. This sorcery can be cast while in motion. The Celian assassins considered every option that aided their dirty work. And Unseen Blade. One of the night sorceries of Celia, Town of Sorcery. Enchants armament held in right hand, making it completely invisible. This sorcery can be cast while in motion. Used by Celian assassins to present themselves as unarmed sorcerers. Well, that is mean. Yeah, I do not have the intelligence requirements. Alright, and then, yes, we've already looked at Piercing Fang from the Nagakiba. Okay, that's that done. Is there anything else major that, like, pulls out to me at the moment? I could just check my little checklist, because due to the nature of there just being a lot of missables and the fact that you can, like, mess up quest lines in FromSoft games, and the fact that I want to make this a 100% on my first playthrough, I do have a spoiler-free NPC questline guide that is essentially gently nudging me in the correct direction of things. So let me quickly pull up that guide, which will just mute the game temporarily while I do that. Let's see. So I've done this now. I could go and visit Celavus again and continue his questline. Yeah, I guess we can do that. That sounds like something we can do. We can also continue Vare's questline here, I believe. We need to go to the Riveblood Ruins, which I don't actually know where that is. I'd have to look that up. So let's just go for the safer thing, and we'll go visit our favorite schemer, Celavus. Because yeah, I'm sure these ruins would be around here somewhere. Just have to do a lot of exploration. Alright. Celavus. Oh, Celavus. I got the Amber Starlight you asked for. Is there really no Foster Grace here? I guess we can just go from the Ronnie's Rise Grace. Alright, let me actually use some runes so I can get another level. I'm sorry, Marquine Raiders, that I'm not leveling up in the cool way of leveling every single stat equally. Instead, I'm doing a build. The horror. I wanted to put another point into mind. There we go. So that's all of the mind that I'm going to level for the rest of the game. And then we're just going to be putting points into Vigor and Strength and Endurance, just those 3 stats for the rest of the game. We are not intelligent, we only have 9 intelligence. We are not in touch with the arcane either. But we are strong, we are a little bit dexterous, and we are a little bit faithful. So, But the Lumi way is the cool way. Thank you. I do actually want to check in with Ronnie and see if she has any new dialogue, or if she's even awake at the moment. Let's see, Ronnie, art thou awake? Or are you still sleeping? Yeah, Ronnie is still sleeping. Alright, we just have to safely get down from here and head over to Sullivan's Rise. It would be a shame if we fell down, because rise, fall, I'm not very good at this. Yeah, sorry if you came in through the raid expecting good puns, good humor, good commentary like Marky provides. I can only mimic a fraction of what Marky does. No, I won't self-deprecate. Alright. Just gonna make sure I don't fall down to my death. Is this a safe fall? I hope it is. It better be. Sure is. Alright. So, we obtained an item in the Altus Plateau. In fact, I'll go to my key items section to show it. We got the... Where is it? I'm actually trying to find it now. The Amber Starlight, right. Sullivan asked us to obtain this for him, and we were going to hand it over now and see what happens. This is part of his quest line. You know, before I hand it over, I might as well reread the item description one more time, since, you know, we're going to lose this item from our inventory. Oh, whoa! Thank you so much for the raid packages. I really do appreciate it. I hope you had a wonderful time with your stream. Thank you so much for raid again. Oh my goodness. Thank you for the self-care redeem as well. Let me get the shout out there. Hope you had a wonderful time with your own Elden Ring stream. If you're not following Tacitus already, you can do so with the follow button at the top chat and also the link in chat. Thank you so much for raiding in. I really do appreciate it. Thank you for the patties as well. We're actually quite soon to finish stream here, so thank you so much for raiding in. But I just wanted to do one more NPC questline thing and then kind of get to wrapping up. And but thank you so much for raiding in regardless. I do very much appreciate it. Tacitus is pre-debut, as they say in the VTuber sphere, but still streaming at the moment, so make sure to hit that follow button. You can be around when Tacitus debuts. I need to prepare for a horror stream later, I see. I was about to say, if you need to raid and run, that is totally understandable. If you want to raid and lurk, that is totally understandable as well. I know it's getting late in a lot of time zones and people have been streaming for a while. Please do not push yourselves for my sake. It's okay to raid and just close the stream or lurk or whatever you need to do. Thank you so much for being here regardless. Quick intro here for anyone new. Hi, I'm Lumi, Hot Lady Night VTuber. I do playthroughs of RPGs and story-driven games, but I dabble in a lot of other genres of game as well. And we are here with a first-time, blind, 100% playthrough, all bosses of Elden Ring. Yes, I am using guides in order to accomplish this on a first playthrough. Because this game is massive already, and I kind of just want to see pretty much everything there is to see in a single playthrough so that I can replay the game and just kind of relax my shoulders a little and just chill. But yes, thank you so much for raiding in. I really do appreciate it. We are about to hand over the Amber Starlight to Sullivan, so obviously spoilers here. We're doing questline things. And I'm about to reread this item description before we hand it over, because we're going to lose this item. We're not going to be able to read its item description anymore once we hand it over. So, without further ado, Amber Starlight. An ephemeral sliver that gives off a pale amber glow. What remains of a passing flash of starlight. If the stars command our fates, then amber-hued stars must command the fates of the gods. Such is the belief that inspired the use of these shards to prepare a most special draught. Cannot be consumed by mere humans. Alright, let me put my weapon away. Selvus is a bit of an asshole, and you'll definitely be able to tell that through his voice acting if you've never heard him before.
Begging for another lesson so soon? There remains much to be done. Make it quick.
Let's see. I've already obtained both of his puppets. So, give Amber Starlight.
Well, you managed to lay your hands on it. The blessed day is finally upon us. Goodness gracious, the way it glistens. Utterly enchanting. To think this was once a demigod's very fate. My, oh my, oh my. Ah, are you still here? Oh, yes, I should give you your reward. Yeah, please. It's all yours. It's splendid work. It's just marvelous.
Okay, I got the magic scorpion charm.
Now just you wait. The merriment is soon to begin. The scheme I promised is to be revealed very shortly.
Alright, so I believe I need to reload the area now, or at least talk to him again.
You'll be flabbergasted, I can assure you. The secret I promised is to be revealed very shortly. You'll be flabbergasted. The secret I promised is to be revealed.
Okay, the subtitles don't match that dialogue. He says secret, but it says scheme. Okay, so I do need to reload the area now. Hi, Winterjess. It's lovely to see you around. It's Creepy McGee. Hope you're doing alright. Let's also check the item description of the Magic Scorpion Charm. A talisman carried by assassins who strike unseen. Patterned on a scorpion freshly shed of its exoskeleton, its claws seizing a heart that shimmers with magic. Raises magic attack power, but lowers damage negation. So yeah, if you're a sorcerer, it's probably really good to have this. Unfortunately, this is useless for us, other than just reading its item description for lore, which is, you know, it's still nice. Alright, and now we just need to go back to Selvus. So, from what I understand looking at my guide here, in order to fully complete Selvus's questline, you do need to betray another NPC. However, it is a betrayal that you can undo by atoning at the Church of Vows. So, oh, sorry, wolves. I like to unequip my main weapon when I talk to NPCs. But I forgot that there were wolves right outside of Ronnie's Rise. I wish there was a grace that was closer to Selvus's Rise, because it's so tedious. We're not going to be using the longsword in the future. In fact, I think I'm going to unequip it at the end of this stream. It's served us well. All things can be conjoined. Yes, that's what Muriel says. It's true. Let us learn together. And I've been giving pretty much all of my sorcery scrolls and incantation scrolls to Muriel. Because Muriel is a bit more permanent, from what I understand, than other NPC vendors. just, you know, due to the nature of how FromSoft games are. Alright. Yeah, I'll just unequip this. So, Selvus should reveal his scheme now.
Good. I've been waiting for you. It's finally complete. The perfection of my draft, gleaming nectar sweet. Give it to Rani and ensure she drinks it.
The Amber Drought.
The dead-eyed doll lets down her guard in your presence, rather remarkably. Though she might dip her hands in the dirt and feign that icy persona, she's a frail, gentle girl at heart.
Okay. About the drought.
You understand, don't you? That once you have Rani drink my draft, my scheme will come to fruition. And well, we'll be in a position to claim the very finest puppet ever crafted. Just imagine the pure elation.
Yeah, fuck this guy, we're not doing it. So you can give the draft to Rani, and it will count as betraying her, but you can undo that by using a celestial Jew at the Church of Vows. I'm not going along with this. Fuck you, Selvus. I know I said I'd do all NPC quest lines, but fuck you. I've done enough of yours. Pure middle finger to you. I never finished his quest. I could never go against Rani. Exactly. Like, I know that I can undo the betrayal. I know I can do that. I know that there's literally a material in the game that lets you do it. But my heart can't do that. I can't do that. I'm not that much of a dick. I mean, I went along with all of his schemes, but this is taking it a little bit too far. In case people are wondering, I gave his potion to Gideon, so that no NPCs would die. Or turn into puppets. Either you're meant to give the potion earlier in his questline to Nefeli or Dung Eater, but you can just go to Gideon and say, hey, Gideon, can you just confiscate the potion? Thank you. Bye. Ronnie's just like, oh, he's doing that shit again? What a weak bitch. Exactly. Fuck you, Selvus. I'm not finishing the rest of your questline. I'm happy that we're stopping his questline here, because this way, we obtained all of the rewards from the questline, but we didn't actually go through with his final scheme. I don't like Ronnie, but I haven't done it either, says Ray. The moon says, frick you, bitch face McFart head. Exactly. Hey Looney, it's lovely to see you around. Oh, you pretty night? I am doing okay, thank you so much for checking in. At the very least, let's just check the item description of the Amber Draft. Or a draft, or drought, or draft. However he says it. Small flask received from Preceptor Selvus containing a gleaming amber draught used in a scheme, or for use in a scheme. Give to Rani and ensure she drinks it, and we'll be in a position to claim the finest puppet ever crafted. Yeah, we're not going through with this. Recap, please. So throughout the stream, we have been exploring the Altus Plateau, and we have been progressing through NPC questlines. We finished Yura's questline, sadly, and we obtained the Amber Starlight, and we've just given it to Selvus here, and he wants us to go and betray Rani, but I have decided that no, I'm not going to do that. V says Rani's not hurt, only emotionally. She's very, very disappointed in you. I wouldn't want to upset her. I've barely known her for 5 minutes of dialogue, but, like, I'm not gonna backstab her like that. Especially not for this loser Selvus. Fuck him. But yeah, that's just Twisted stealing somebody's agency. Exactly, exactly. I say this, but I did purchase both of the puppets that he has available. But that's just mainly for completionist purposes. Like, if you're familiar with Marky's channel, because obviously a lot of people come in through Marky's raid, we are 100%ing this. We don't actually need to get both puppets for 100% completion, but I wanted to collect them anyway. Oh, totally, so did I. With everything Ronnie has done and orchestrated, you think I'm a bitched backstabber? Exactly. Like, I don't want to backstab her either because, like, we know that, you know, she orchestrated the assassination of Godwyn the Golden, right? That is what I know in the lore at the moment. But I still don't know her reasons exactly, and so essentially I'm still in her service to really figure out what the hell she actually is planning on doing in the first place, because her motivations and intentions are still very much vague to me. And I'd like to uncover more of them. But yeah, we're not betraying her. Fuck you, Salivus. This is all we're doing as part of your questline. We have obtained all of the loot that we can possibly obtain from Salivus as part of his questline, I believe, so we're stopping it there. Still trying to glean her goals and reasons. Exactly. She's woke. That's all I can say at the very least. She's woke. She's absolutely woke. And I say that affectionately, by the way. Like, you're in the stream of a trans woman. Like, woke means good here. That's very good. But, yeah, that's pretty much everything there. Yeah, fuck you, Salvus. Not doing the rest of your quest line. Right. I just want to get the rest of your dialogue, though.
The dead-eyed doll lets down her guard in your presence, rather remarkably. Though she might dip her hands in the dirt and feign that icy persona, she's a frail, gentle girl at heart.
Alright, so yeah, it's just repeating dialogue.
The dead-eyed doll lets down her guard in your... Though she might dip her hands in the dirt and feign that...
She killed God and honestly based. Exactly, exactly. I don't know why she killed Godwyn. I'm wondering if it's potentially part of this scheme, because, like... Look, there's a lot of lore that we actually have seen throughout this stream. We basically finished Dee's questline, and as a result, Fia revealed herself to basically be one of those who live in death, and she's basically planning on essentially the revival of Godwyn, also known, well, now known as the Prince of Death. I don't know if Ronnie's working with those who live in death. I got no clue. And obviously, like, please don't spoil it for me. I'm very much invested in the lore and story of FromSoft games. But yeah, we're not betraying Ronnie because Ronnie is cool. We like Ronnie. I'd like to discern more of her motivations. Knowing and not saying exactly. It's like, give it 200 hours when we hit the credits of the game, okay? Give it like a couple other 200 hours, because in case you're wondering, in terms of main story progress, we have only defeated 3 of the demigods, and we have 89 hours played. Just to give you some context. So see you in 200 hours when we actually hit the credits. Alright, I'm back here at the Roundtable Hold specifically so that I can upgrade my Nagakiba that we have obtained. And I'm also going to put my Knight's Heavy Greatsword here. And your theories is cool, thank you.
Well, where have you been hiding? I took you for dead. No matter, it's all the same.
Lay out your arms, then. Sorry, I really like his dialogue, so I never skip it. Oh, I'm going to need to give myself some more runes, but yes, we are going to be upgrading the Nagakiba. I also want to go to the Twin Maiden Husks, actually, and... Alright, yeah, so this is the room where plot events happened. I also, I wanted to check in on Dung Eater and see if he, like, still wants me dead. He probably still does. The only reason he hasn't killed me already is because of the pact to not attack people here. Like, you physically cannot attack at the Round Table Hold. Yeah, let's go to the Twin Maiden Husks, because I do actually... Oh, that's just a naked person there. We're going to give the Somber Miner's Bell Bearing. So we can now purchase Somber Smithing Stones, which is very nice. Or higher tiers of Somber Smithing Stones. Dung Eater, are you still angry at me?
I asked you not to
Yes, you are.
disturb me. Be thankful of the heart. It is all that keeps your death and default.
Yeah, so we met Dung Eater this stream. The loathsome Dung Eater, as he is referred to in the game's opening. He's an interesting character, and yes, Fia has left the Round Table Hold. D is dead now. And just a lot of things have happened in this stream in terms of story and quest lines. Quite a lot. Alright. Let me actually use my runes here. I want to see, can I get rid of this? Leave selected number. What does that mean? Discard selected number? I don't want this in my inventory anymore, because I'm scared that I might, like, accidentally use it on Ronnie when I don't intend to. I'll just have to be careful in front of Ronnie and make sure I don't, like, accidentally press, like, a use button or whatever. Or, like, a dialogue option to use it.
Back already, no matter.
Alright, sorry, I completely forgot to use my runes. I'm so distracted by the fact that I have that in my inventory as kind of like a mark of shame at this point. I might as well be wearing a gold badge that says, I did Celavis's questline up to the point where he was like, yeah, let's go betray Ronnie. It sounds awesome. Alright, that should be enough runes for upgrades.
Back already, no matter.
We're just gonna keep upgrading the Nagakiba. Okay, we got it. Damn, only +9? Really? Yeah, this is gonna need more upgrades. Actually, can I buy a Smithing Stone 3 from the Twin Maiden Husks? This is the problem with wanting to use multiple different weapons in Elden Ring and, like, pivoting to different weapons throughout the run, is that... let's just upgrade materials. No, we can only get Smithing Stone 1 and 2. But I'm pretty sure we can find a bell bearing that will allow us to have Smithing Stone 3 and 4. I think it's actually in the Altus Plateau from what I remember reading. So we'll have to keep that in mind. But yeah, I mean, a +9 Nagakiba with heavy infusion is pretty nice. Yeah, I think we're basically good to wrap up stream here. And next time we will continue exploring more of the Altus Plateau. We have a couple more questline related things to do here in the Altus Plateau. And once we're done with that, we're gonna be moving to this spot here, to the Starfall Crater, so that we can go to Nokron finally as part of Ronnie's questline. So I hope you're all as excited for that as I am. Let's just go to... we'll go to Disgrace. I actually want to check the damage numbers of the Nagakiba. So if I'm two-handing this, and I go to my status screen, I'm looking at the top right there where it says attack power. So our armament 1 is our Knight's Greatsword, and our armament 2 is our Nagakiba. And we are two-handing it, so yes, it has an attack rating, or AR as they say, of 286 at the moment. And if I two-hand this... yeah, this is 471. Because yeah, two-handing bonus with strength weapons, or strength infusion. You beat up Radon? Yeah, I did him solo. I nearly beat him first try using the summons, but then I was like, nah, this is too easy. I want to do it without summons, and so I did. You got to meet Leonard? Yeah, I did! Are you PS5? No, I am not Ashwolf, this is PC. We're just about to get wrapped up here. Lovely to see a Bok's here with us, so everything will be alright. Alright, yeah. I think that's pretty much everything for this stream. So let's return to desktop. That's all done. And yeah, we'll get wrapped up now. Thank you for the head pats, Looney. We'll be back with more Elden Ring later in the week, so we'll be able to finish off the rest of our exploration of Altus Plateau and all the stuff there. Anyway, until then, thank you so much everyone for coming by the stream. Hope you all had a lovely time with some more Lumi Elden Ring gaming. Yeah, it was a good time. We actually finished some quest lines. That's kind of wild. Did I get any Steam achievements for this play session? I did not. But yeah, we finished Yura's quest line, and we did Dee's questline stuff, and Fia's questline is continuing, and like, oh my god, there's just a lot that's going on at the moment, and I'm excited to continue on with all of it later in the week. Let me quickly promote the socials and Discord server. You know where to find me off stream. I post my stream schedule every single week on both Blue Sky and on Discord, and I upload these VODs onto YouTube every single week. As of this stream, I finished uploading all of the VODs for Liurnia of the Lakes. So the next set of VODs I'm uploading is the initial Caelid ones. So basically the VODs are kind of like a region behind on YouTube. But it's good if you want to catch up and see how certain fights in the game went. Like, oh, if you want to see how my Renala fight went, then, you know, you can look that up. But yeah, that's pretty much everything. Just to quickly go over my stream schedule for the rest of the week. Tomorrow we are not streaming Elden Ring. We are playing more Shovel Knight Spectre of Torment, which I'm really looking forward to. It's been a blast so far. And then I have the next day off, and then, as per usual, on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, all at 12 PM Australian Eastern Daylight Savings Time, we got 2 Elden Ring streams and a Flex Slot stream, which will hopefully be some more Monster Hunter Rise with my partner Moon. We're up to Sunbreak in that game now, and I'm very excited to go through Master Rank, but she's had some issues with her computer and her power supply recently, so if anything comes up, then I'll have a backup game in mind, hence why it's called a Flex Slot stream. Alright, let me thank everyone who came by the stream, and then we will find someone to raid off into. Without further ado, thank you so much for being here, Moon. Thanks for being here, Felix Nimona. Thank you so much for being here, Decaf Leon. Thanks for being here, Salon. Thank you so much for being here, Tiptoe. Thanks for being here, It's Just a Goblin. Thank you for being here, Violet and Melissa. Thank you so much for being here, Isaac Anzu. Thank you so much for being here, V. Thank you so much for being here, Markchin. Thank you so much for the raid. Thanks for being here, Mini Lily and Feed Attack. Thank you so much for being here as well, Ray Borga. Really do appreciate it. Thank you so much for being here, Tacitus, and thank you so much for the raid. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much for being here as well, Werejess and Looney Ravenwitch. And thank you for being here, Ashwolf. I think that's everyone. But obviously, wherever you were here for a minute, an hour, the whole stream, you're just lurking or watching the VOD. Hope you had a lovely time. Alright, yes, raid target. Yes, I should think about that now. Who is live at the moment? Who is gaming? That is a good question. Not many people up at this hour. Who would have thought? Have a nice whatever time it is for you. Thank you, Jess. It is currently 10:34 p.m. at the moment, so it would be night/evening for me. Yeah, thank you so much for being here, everyone. What's the stream? I'm checking here. Oh my goodness, what is this stream? We gotta raid into this. We're gonna raid into Saphael, who is a very lovely bird VTuber, and is currently reviewing Dark Souls 3 bosses, but like on a scale of how good it would be to date them, it looks like. This kind of sounds like peak, so we have to raid in. We have to raid into this peak. Saphael is also just very, very nice and very chill. If you like my streams, then you'll like theirs. So let's get that raid up and going for real now. There we go. Alright. Please have a lovely morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you're in the world, everyone. Make sure to stretch and hydrate plenty, as I did throughout the stream and will be doing after the stream. Take your meds in case you've forgotten. Please enjoy the rest of your weeks, everyone. And the moral of this stream is fuck you, Celovus. We don't like Celovus. We do not stand Celovus in this household. Get him out of here. Who cares about him? Alright, that's everything from me. I will see you all tomorrow at the same time this stream started for, not Hollow Knight. I was about to say Hollow Knight. No, Shovel Knight, Spectre of Torment. Until then, take care of yourselves, everyone. It's raid time, baby. Oh yeah! And I'll see you all tomorrow. Take care.